Hello students, today we are going to start with a new topic which is standing wave ratio. Earlier we have studied about the reflection of the plane wave, a method we have studied which is normal incident. Now we are proceeding with this topic which is standing wave ratio. In this we will able to know how we determine this wave ratio and what is our aim behind this topic. So we can define the standing wave ratio as the combination of incident and reflected wave rise the interference phenomenon, the standing wave current and voltage along the line. So this is the definition part. Let us understand what this definition want to make us understand. So first of all, I'll tell you that representing the standing wave ratio is like VSWR. It can be represented as voltage standing wave ratio, or we can say the standing wave ratio. Now we can use an abbreviation S also. First of all, I'll tell you the standing wave ratio can be defined as the maximum voltage on the transmission line to the minimum voltage on the transmission line. We can represent this wave ratio like that: 1 plus modulus tau upon 1 minus modulus tau, where this is a reflection coefficient. I have told you the reflection coefficient and the transmission coefficient earlier in the topic. So it can be represented as S equals to V max upon V minimum, which is equals to I max upon I minimum. Now what these are representing, how we are, what this exactly mean, we are going to study now. Suppose there is a wave or EM wave. We are transmitting an EM wave in a pipe. So this pipe, like this is the direction of the wave, and we just close this part of the pipe. We close the edge of this pipe. Now what will wave try to do? It will go back. It will go back. Now see this diagram. What we will do, we will close this path also of the pipe. So this wave will move in the pipe, and when this wave will think that this path is closed, it will move back again. So wave is going also, and at the same time wave is coming also. It looks like wave is standing still. It looks nothing is happening, but actually wave is going also and wave is coming also. So this is the way we can say that this is a standing wave, but it is not a still, it is moving. So this is the way to represent in a practical view. How we are going to understand this? Suppose this is a transmission line, a circuit we are taking here. This is the load impedance and this is the voltage. What we are going to now, we need to understand one thing, where the we can, why we are finding this. We need Vmax. Vmax arise there when there is a minimum impedance. Therefore we will first find the impedance. Automatically we will able to find the maximum voltage. So Z minimum, we can represent the minimum impedance equals to minus 1 upon 2 beta in the bracket 5 plus 2 m plus 1 pi. It is written pi, where m equals to 0, 1, 2. In the same way, we are going to find out the Z maximum, means the maximum impedance in a transmission line, which can be represented like that. So where the voltage is maximum, impedance is minimum. Therefore Z minimum, at what length minimum impedance occur, it means at minimum impedance V maximum will occur. So it is a vice versa case. We need to find the impedance, automatically we will able to find the voltages at that point. But you need to understand this, where the maximum impedance occur, the voltage will be minimum. So we can say that a relationship between V and I we can find out. Suppose this is the length, we can denoting in a graph. So this is the EM wave representing the maximum voltage here and the minimum voltage here. So we can also say that at a point V max arise, there is also current in the system. Current exists. Wherever a voltage exists, there current also exists. We can say that at a point Vmax exists, there must be V minimum will exist. So here we are representing Vmax and the V minimum, because a wave, a sinusoidal wave has a maximum point also, a minimum point also. So this is representing that like that. And the current is here, we are in the yellow part, I wrote I max and I minimum. So here the maximum current will occur and here the minimum current will occur. So how we are going to write that? Z max, maximum current at the at that point, it can be represented that V max upon I minimum. So Z minimum also we can, basically these are the impedances. We are talking about impedances form also. So V minimum upon I max. So we can represent also like that. Z max equals to V max upon I minimum, which is equal to Z naught S. S is nothing but the standing wave ratio S. So Z minimum equals to V minimum upon I max equals to Z naught upon S. So S is standing wave ratio. This is the relationship between V and I. Nothing we have did. We have just studied the standing wave ratio, how we are going to represent it. This is the practical view and this is the relationship between V and I. So this is it in this topic. We are not going in more detail in this. So thank you for watching this video.